You're probably pretty familiar with the concept of mindset. It's a way of thinking that develops over our entire lifetime that shapes everything we think about ourselves and our world. You've heard about mindsets like the fixed versus the growth mindset, the scarcity versus an abundance mindset, or maybe a positive mindset versus a negative mindset. However, if you're like me and some of my clients, I just don't find this talk about mindsets all that helpful. However, there is a mindset you can learn to develop that can make a meaningful difference in your life. If you're a person who's interested in making your life work better and knowing that you're making a difference, then you're not going to want to miss this video. Hello, my name is Kris Clark. I'm a certified axiogenics coach with Insight Coaching and co-author of the book, Living a Richer Life. I help people uncover the thinking that has shaped their mindsets, and by making some simple changes in their perspectives, I can help them make their lives work much better. If you're ready to learn how to think more effectively, make better decisions, create more value, and begin living a richer life, I can help. Reach out using the link below. Today, you're going to learn about two things. One is a mindset that can make your life work better, and the second is how you can develop this mindset using the one question that changes everything. Many studies tell us that we have over 50,000 thoughts per day, and most of these are happening below the level of consciousness. These thoughts, they create our mindset and are developed from our life experiences. They shape how we think about ourselves and our world. These habits influence every thought we have and every action that we take. Not being aware of these thought patterns and limited beliefs that run our lives can leave us vulnerable to acting and reacting based on programming we did not choose for ourselves. This can lead to a loop of living in the cause and effect that keeps us from creating the life we really want to have. You may be wondering then, how can you begin to take control of your own thinking? And fortunately, there is an answer. You can learn how to develop a valuegenic mindset. This mindset enables you to create more value in everything you do as your highest purpose. So what does that mean, create more value? Learning to create more value is a holistic and inclusive way of looking at the world and your purpose in it. It's a bigger way of thinking and being where you learn to choose and use your best thinking to make better decisions, where you learn to ask more questions and think more broadly, to take into consideration all the variables possible. Valuegenic thinking also produces superior results and creates more value for all concerned. Learning to create more value will not only help you begin to think differently, make more conscious choices, resulting in decisions with better outcomes, but it will also help you foster a growth, abundance, and positive mindset, and much more. Learning to become more valuegenic is also the key to living a richer life. The question you may be asking is how? How can you shift your thinking to become more valuegenic? And it starts with the one question that changes everything. The question you must ask yourself is called the central question of life, love, and leadership. This question was developed by Peter Demarest and Harvey Schoaf, co-founders of Axiogenics, a leadership development company. And the central question is, what choice can I make and action can I take in this moment to create the greatest net value? This simple question is the key to learning how to create more value for yourself and others. And just by asking this question, some very important things begin to happen. First, asking yourself this question, what choice can I make, creates a pause to remind you that you actually have a choice. So often we get stuck in our thinking and just do the same thing we always do, or maybe the first thing that comes to our mind. Asking yourself this question is an opportunity to pause just for a moment and consider your options. This alone can be extremely helpful in pausing that loop of cause and effect that otherwise prevents us from living the life we really want. The second part of the question, what action can I take, asks you to consider, should I take action now or is no action better? And keep in mind that no action is also a choice. The third part of this question, in this moment, this is deciding what choice and what action should I take right now. You may decide after contemplating this question that you don't have all the information that you need, that you may need to ask more questions. And you may choose no action. That might actually be the best thing in this moment. Just think for a moment. How often might that have been helpful in the past had you realized that no action was actually best action in this moment? And the last part of this question, to create the greatest net value. The net value is very important to consider. This part shifts your thinking to the interests of all parties. For example, you may be in the habit of considering the needs of others before yourself. This is probably part of some kind of script you have about maybe serving others or some other kind of mental script. But to truly create the greatest net value, you must consider the value for all parties created, including yourself. In learning to ask and answer this question frequently, you create a pause for yourself to remember that you have a choice and you can take an action. You may choose to take action now, or no action may be better in this moment. And lastly, that you need to create the greatest net value, and that net needs to include yourself and others in the equation. So you may also be wondering, how can a valuegenic mindset be useful to me as an individual, as a business leader, or an owner? Working with clients, they often tell us that coaching has helped them reduce self-doubt and judgment. It helped them feel more confident and more focused. They were able to enjoy their career or their lives even more. On occasion, a few have even told us, had I learned this technique years ago, I probably would still be married. And some tell us the thing they value the most is the ability to have a better relationship with their teenager. And a few have asked us to even coach their spouses or other family members based on the results of what they've learned. Business leaders who become good at asking and answering the central question believe they are better at engaging others. They realize they're more inclusive. They ask more questions. They're not as quick to jump to conclusions. And they recognize that they alone do not have all the answers. They share credit and accolades with their teams, and they know that together they are better. We hope you feel inspired about creating a valuegenic mindset and making your life work better. Because learning to create more value in all you do will not only help you create a growth, abundance, and positive mindset, it will also help you begin to think differently, make better decisions, and is the key to living a richer life. If you want to learn how you can develop a more valuegenic mindset, see the link below on becoming more valuegenic. And if you're ready to uncover the thinking that may be getting in your way or holding you back, see the link below to schedule an introductory session. Until next time, remember that creating value is the key to living a richer life.